Spider-Verse fans, do not worry because it looks like Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is already on the horizon. Now, this movie was supposed to probably come out a little earlier this year, but disappointingly, well, that's even a word. Unfortunately, I guess you can say, it got delayed, and for good reason. I mean, if the movie like this that takes a lot of work, a lot of animators to give us a good product, then so be it. But we just got some news from one of the voice actors. You may know him as the India Spider-Man, and that one is voiced by Karan Soni, who also plays Dopinder in the Deadpool movies. So that's really exciting. We just got word from him, and he's pretty much giving us an update as far as the status goes and when they're going to be start recording and everything like that. And I have the article right here pulled up. So Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse actors gives exciting update on production and return. Karan Soni, who voiced Pivitar Prabhakar, Spider-Man India in the 2023 animated feature Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, offered exciting updates on the production of the third Spider-Verse film, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. The actor also addressed the prospect of his characters appearing in the movie. Karan Soni, on returning as Spider-Man India in the Beyond the Spider-Verse, Soni revealed in an August 2024 interview that Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is currently deep in production, quote unquote, and he and the other voice actors are attached to the project and they would begin recording in a few months. So while speaking with E-Times, Sony expressed that his excitement about his involvement in the upcoming movie. I'm continuing on for Spider-Man, he said. We're going to start recording for that one in a few months, which I'm so excited about. That movie is deep in production. It's animation, so it's different and it takes a long time. We'll see when it's ready and when it ends up coming out, but I'm really excited. That was one of the biggest joys to get to play that character. So I'm excited to get another chance and to do it again, Sony added. The Spider-Verse franchise it predominantly revolves around Miles Morales, a New York teenager who gets bitten by a radioactive spider and dons the mantle of Spider-Man following the death of Peter Parker in his dimension. Spoiler if you haven't seen the 2018 movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. During the interview, Sony observed the effect Spider-Man as a character has had on the younger viewers. What's been really emotional is people really love that character, he noted. Not just my version, but Spider-Man. Obviously, I was a fan of it when I was a kid, but it is cool to be a part of something that affects young people that much and moves them because that's the purest reaction you'll ever get. So I feel lucky to be asked back to do a little bit more of that. So... I mean, honestly, if I was given the chance to even play Spider-Man, or at least a version of Spider-Man, that would be the greatest joy of my life. And the fact that he gets to do it and who plays more like a supporting character in his other movies, but he's actually playing a Spider-Man in this movie. It must be so cool. It must be a real joy. So Sony also spoke about his most recent theatrical release, Deadpool and Wolverine, which again, he wasn't really much in it. He's only in it for about maybe a total of 5 minutes or something like that, in which he returned as the fan favorite Dopinder and speculated that we might see Spider-Man and Deadpool team up on the big screen sometime down the line. I think at some point for sure, he stated before adding, Deadpool and Spider-Man have such a special relationship in the comics, so it will be used at some point in one of the movies. It would be amazing. And I would love to see that. Also, if they're going to do a Spider-Man Deadpool movie, Spider-Man's name needs to be first in the title, honestly. It wouldn't be necessarily a Deadpool movie, neither would it be a Spider-Man movie. It'd just be a team-up movie just featuring Spider-Man and Deadpool. If a new movie comes out and it has both of those characters, the movie should be called Spider-Man Deadpool. It's also borrowing, or at least getting inspiration from the actual comic book series called Spider-Man Deadpool. And there's about, I want to say 50, 60 comics. I have the entire collection in my closet right now. It's such a great run. I encourage you to read it if you want to have a good time. Those two characters have amazing chemistry, just like Deadpool and Wolverine does. But I would probably argue that Spider-Man and Deadpool have a little bit better chemistry. I mean, one of the few reasons why the Deadpool and Wolverine movie works so well is because they have a lot in common in terms of powers, but also the actors Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman just get along just fine. They have great chemistry and they have a great bond. But anyway, I'm excited, and it's good news to hear that Sony's already getting on the roll of Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, because they need this. They do. And it's the only good Spider-Man franchise besides the original Raimi trilogy, where the first two were great and then the third one's whatever. It's all right. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's just kind of in between. It's kind of a mess. But we all know that story. Us Spider-Man fans, Raimi fans know that story about how it went. They got a good thing going here with the animated side of things, and I really can't wait for this movie to come out already and just watch the epic conclusion. But what are your thoughts? Are you going to be seeing Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse? Of course. It's a stupid question. I will. And a lot of exciting things for Spider-Man are happening. And we also have Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which I'm also going to do a video on real soon. And then I have Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions coming out tomorrow on Friday. So stay tuned for that as well. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you all don't miss anything. Dislike the video if you did. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.